No one, absolutely no one is worth abandoning yourself for them. If you have to abandon yourself to gain or deserve someone else's love and attention, they're not healthy for you. This is an unhealthy relationship, and you need to cut that cord, because you are just repeating patterns from your childhood of your parents not being available, or your parents not being emotionally there for you, and you need to earn their attention. If you feel like you need to abandon yourself to be liked, to deserve someone else's time or attention, then these people actually don't deserve you. Because someone who truly loves you will never let you abandon yourself for them. Self-abandonment is the worst thing you can do to yourself, because no one else can fulfill you in the external. No one else can make you happy. Okay, and if you feel like you will die if that person's not with you anymore, that just means that you have a very wounded inner child, and you need to look at that. Why do you feel like you're so afraid of people leaving you? Who left in your life? Because if you have a parent who left, if you have a parent who abandoned you, you are most likely to do everything in your power for someone else not to leave you. And that creates codependency. If you have that codependency in one of your romantic relationships, for example, that stems from you in the past reacting to that abandonment. How did you react when your parents or when someone that you cared about abandoned you? What did it make you feel? Because normally the ego, that part of you, is going to avoid any situation that will bring that pain again. So the act of abandoning yourself for someone else to stay in your life, it is you not accepting that some people don't have to be in your life. Some people don't deserve to be there in your life. Because the thing is, no matter how much you abandon yourself, that is never going to be enough for the other person. Because the thing is, you are not the problem. You are not the problem, and you were never the problem. It's not because someone else abandoned you, it's not because you lost someone that you have a problem or that there's something wrong with you. You are not the problem here. If they decided to leave for whatever reasons, probably you don't understand or you don't know, it's on them. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay, so you don't have to do anything to earn someone to stay in your life. Because imagine that you were in a relationship and you felt that it was time to go. You felt that you weren't in love with that person anymore, or whatever it is, it's not working with someone. And imagine that you want to go. And that other person knows that you want to go. That other person knows that it's not working, and they're begging you to stay. That just screams abandonment wound. Because who wants to be with someone that doesn't want to be with them? You need to heal your codependency wounds, because otherwise you're gonna end up with people who don't really want to be with you. And is that something that you want to do? If you want to live your life like that, okay, do it. If this is how you want to live your life, then so be it. Okay? I'm just telling you, it's not worth it to abandon yourself for someone, because that just means that you have low self-worth. If you are ready to abandon yourself for someone else, you don't love yourself. You're just craving that love and attention from someone else to validate yourself. Because to love yourself, you need someone else to love you. You need someone else to say, you're worthy. You're enough. So you feel enough. You need other people's validation to feel that you're good enough. But that's never going to work. You're never going to be happy like that. This is what you need to understand. You need to turn on the volume of your self-worth. You need to put yourself first, okay? Because putting yourself last is doing a disservice to everyone, including you. If you're abandoning your own needs, your own values, your own principles, and putting someone else first, what are you doing? That's not how love works. That's not how healthy love works. And I'm sorry if this is all you've known, but this needs to change, and you know it. If you're watching this video, you know this needs to change. You know this is unhealthy, and you probably have an idea of what healthy love is. So look for that. Really write it down on paper. What will healthy love look like for me? Someone who respects you, someone who respects your needs, who value you as you are, who accept you completely as you are. And yes, that exists. I have experienced a love like that. Someone who accepted me exactly as I was, someone who never judged me, someone who loved me no matter what, someone who I could be vulnerable with, who I can show my emotions with, who I can share deep conversations with, who I could share values with. That's healthy, real love. Okay, you need to look out for yourself. No one is going to come and save you. No one is going to come and say, you're worthy, you're good enough, you're lovable. That doesn't exist. And that's just an illusion. It is an illusion. All of these things need to come from you. They need to come from the inside. And as long as you don't do the work for that to be the truth of who you are and validating yourself and loving yourself as you are, as long as you don't do the work, you're going to keep abandoning yourself for people who don't even value you. Because if you have to abandon your needs and wants for someone else, that just means they don't value you. They don't see you. Why do they want to be with you then? For their own personal gain? What are they gaining from you? If you're giving your all to someone and they're not respecting you, what are you doing? They're not valuing you. You can't stay in places where you're not being respected and valued. You can't do that to yourself. Stop doing that to your inner child. You are the adult now, so take yourself out of situations that are disrespectful, that do not align with your values. Because let me tell you, there are people on this earth that you don't even expect who are going to come into your life when you value yourself, when you start acting according to your highest values, and when you stop giving your power away for other people to love you, to validate you, whatever it is. You need to learn to be alone and to be okay. Because the truth is, no one else can complete you. That doesn't exist. You complete yourself. Probably you will find someone to share your life with if that's something that you want, but that doesn't mean that they will complete you and they will come and save you from whatever it is that you're going through. You will feel your emotions. You will have to take responsibility for yourself no matter what, no matter who's with you. If someone abandons you, if someone rejects you, it doesn't have to mean anything about you. These people were meant to be in your life, and that's for a reason. God removes, God replaces. So the moment you make it mean something is wrong with you, the moment you make it mean that you're not worthy enough, that you're not valuable enough, the moment you attach your identity to rejection and to abandonment, that's when you start abandoning your own self. But that's not going to happen. That cannot happen. You cannot abandon yourself. That just leads to destruction. I bet that you want to be happy. I bet that you want to find healthy, loving relationships, right? So that begins with you loving yourself, putting yourself first, getting your needs met by yourself, taking responsibility for your emotions, taking responsibility for your feelings. If you need to go to therapy, go to therapy. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with healing the past so that you can have a better future. That's the best thing you can do. Once you become aware of, oh my God, this person abandoned me and that's why I'm reacting like this. Once you become aware of the patterns, you can go and heal them. And if you need some support, if you need to hire a coach, hire a therapist, do that, because that's just going to heal anything that happened so that you can experience something new. But you have to be open to experience something new, because sometimes we find so much safety in what we were doing before. And if you were abandoning yourself, you might find safety in that because it's familiar to you. And you might unconsciously find other relationships that repeat those patterns of abandonment and of triggering that wound again because it feels safe to you, because that's what happened in your life and that's how the adults in your childhood showed you love. But however, if you are here right now, you know that this is not true. You know that this is not true love, that you know that this is unhealthy. You know where that leads. You know that that leads to more destruction. The key here is to start getting your needs met, start putting yourself first, start setting boundaries with people who drained you. That's so important. And show up for yourself, okay? You're going to be showing up differently from now on, and that's fine. If other people don't like it, if relationships fall apart, then they're meant to be, because no relationship is worth abandoning yourself for. That's what you need to understand. Like, if people don't want to be in your life, you don't have to force them. Other people will come and will be very happy to be with you because you're valuable. But as long as you don't value yourself, other people are not gonna value you. And that's the whole point. Value yourself. Okay? Do the work. You got this. I hope you liked this video. I hope you took something valuable from this. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and you want more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one.